You can't freaking play that song, dude.
In the ghetto.
Go ahead, sing it. If you want to sing it, you can.
I'm going to play it.
You can't play it on here, dude.
In the ghetto. A cold Chicago winter.
You know what? A
baby born in the ghetto.
I was doing pretty good today, but I feel like you guys are trying to aggravate me right now. But that's okay. That's fine. I'm totally cool with that, man.
I'm sure Caesar felt like that regular.
Look.
His pestilent servants was just bothering him.
Hey, look, you guys can try. You guys go ahead, man. It don't bother me, man.
You must decrease.
I'm just over here. You know, I'm here to serve you guys. What do you guys want to talk about today?
Et tu, Brute.
Huh? Go for it. It don't make a lick to me.
I'm over here to serve you guys today, man. Since you guys want to steal the show, and you guys want to sit over there and act up, and play little games and.
Well, I'll tell you about this. Let's talk about that new Chick-fil-A chicken.
Well, we might get to that in a minute. Look.
Oh, see? Yeah. See? I told you. That's how you get them to take over.
That's so classic.
Now who's playing the game?
That's how you get them to take. I know.
Blake, that's not good enough. That's not a good enough topic to start the podcast.
Hey, look.
Man. It's like
it's getting you going.
It's like something you get to toward the end.
Good job, Blake.
You know?
Good
so
job.
Classic.
Well, we did a 26-mile mountain bike ride today, and the mudback tortoise. Corn, I wish you would get up and show people your back, man. He is sporting a mudback tortoise. You ain't seen your back, have you?
No, I ain't.
Oh, yeah, man.
Is it muddy?
You got mud strung all up your back, son. And just to let you guys know, I have a behind-the-scenes video featuring the adventures of the mudback tortoise mountain bike ride. I have a documentary chronicling Cornbread's 26-mile mountain bike ride today, his hardest ride that he's ever done before. And it's going to be released on Patreon, hopefully before close of business today.
Sweet.
And it's going to feature the mudback tortoise. It's going to feature some of his kinfolk in the trail. It features Chili beating a snapping turtle with a stick, getting angry. It features a rattlesnake that nearly bit Chili and Blake because they don't have any situational awareness on the trail. It features the mudback tortoise crossing creeks, doing all sorts of crazy stuff, all right? And it's from start to finish, and it ends with a good recap. So that's going to come out on Patreon sometime today if you guys want to see what went down at Team PT today, because it was big.
It was big indeed.
It was big, son.
Chili Jr.'s already in the super chat.
Well,
you're going to have to get a hold on that.
You just ignore that.
Well, what'd you think about that ride this morning, CB? You know, me, I planned that ride for you, man.
You did good. You did real good.
I was trying to plan something that would kind of level up your skills a little bit.
Yeah.
Get you used. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yep.
It was a bunch of different terrain. Mm-hmm. A bunch of downhill rocks, gravel road, uphill, flat. We rode on the grass. My favorite part was when we crossed Highway 100 and got into those burnt pines. That was my favorite part.
On the Sims Mountain Trail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's talking about that new reroute.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that little single track.
Yeah.
But yeah, that used to be a nice section.
The most interesting one, though, was the trail. What wasn't really a trail, it was a ditch.
Mm-hmm.
That one had whooped my butt. I was all over the place.
Yeah, man.
Like biking an old dried up riverbed.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a terrible pull through there. Me and James rode that on the last day of TNGA through there all the way into the finish. And it's just, like you said, it's just that there ain't nothing good about it.
Yeah.
It just bumps you and beats you and freaking bushes slapping you in the face and ruts and ditches. You can't just kind of relax and just ride, you know?
It definitely beat the far out of me.
Yeah.
Especially after we crossed 100. I mean, beat the far out of me. When we get on that gravel road trail or whatever, even that was rough. And those rocks was packed in. That was even rough.
Well, what'd you learn today, man?
Keep your feet neutral.
Yeah, level your feet out.
Stub my toe a few times.
I saw you do it one time bad.
Yeah. Things can come up on you quick. Those rocks, I mean, I've been hiking and hunting for a long time, but never thought how challenging it would be on a mountain. Plus, it was really wet.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think that has to be said. Everything was slick. The sticks was slick.
Yep.
I think the biggest thing is my core. It really challenged my core, my strength of my core. That was the biggest thing, because when about the 6th or 7th time really adjusting, I could tell that it was starting to just tax me totally, physically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Constantly having to adjust. I mean, how many times did I stop trying to ride that downhill? Multiple times, and just on and off the bike too. But yeah. So keep my feet neutral, and things can come up on you really fast on that single track.
Mm-hmm. How about your hydration and nutrition?
Yeah, I ganked that up.
What you going to do different?
I'm going to eat while I ride, and I'm going to drink while I ride. So everything I've been doing has been 2-3 hours tops, and even the terrain being so different. Like there, we had to, which I know I slowed everything down, but we had to keep moving or we'd still be out there now. Where I've been riding, I could stop at 90 minutes or 2 hours and take 10 minutes, and that's been plenty good enough. And that's been 30 and 40 mile rides. This was only 26, but just the terrain being so much different wore me out in a different way. I needed to be eating and drinking just about constantly, and I didn't do that. And I could tell that's probably before the ditch trail, whatever you want to call it. I could physically say, okay, I don't know, it wasn't like fatigue. I could tell I was slowing down. I was still able to pump the pedals, but I was like, man, this is like almost all I've got right here. And I knew exactly what it was. I knew I was starting to get behind on calories.
I knew what it was too. Yeah. I saw you when you kind of, lost power.
Yeah.
Like you said. And I know that's all it was.
Yeah.
A man with legs like yours,
You got to feed them turtle legs.
you got to feed them things, boy. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Well, I've got a couple more of them. I've got them little feed sacks that go on your bars there. You can set them up to where you can have your water bottle in one and some snacks in the other, and that way you'll be able to eat and drink while you're on the bike.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that Camelback like you said.
Yeah, or you can do that, yeah. The only thing is with putting a pack, which if it's just a bladder, it's, manageable. But any extra weight when you're riding the bike, any extra weight that you put on your body is going to make it harder on your butt, riding on that seat. So you got to be careful to say, when you go to strapping a pack on. Man, I wore a pack my first bike packing race down in Florida, and I just put very minimal stuff in it. But that little, whatever it was, 8 or 10 pounds over the course of about 4 days, did not want anything on me that didn't have to be on me because my butt was hurting so bad.
Right.
But yeah, that's a fun little loop we did this morning. A lot of action out there. That video will be dropping on Patreon here soon. I want to tell you guys about something that I'm really excited about and that I've been waiting on for quite a while. A few months ago, it's been months ago, hadn't it, Chili?
Maybe
It's
two.
It's been months. Yeah.
Well, all right.
It's already May. A feller sent me this handmade leather wallet right here. And let me tell you, I appreciate things that are handmade. And when I say this is handmade,
Oh, yeah.
I don't mean like this was made by a person with a machine. I mean like this was handmade, like cut the leather out by hand, like stitched every one of those threads in there with a needle and thread. So like burns all the edges off on the leather by hand. And I appreciate that. And he sent this to me, and I was like, dang, that's really cool. That's some fine craftsmanship right there. But I didn't know how I was going to like using it. So I took it and I started using it. And I've been using this for a couple of months now. This is my favorite wallet that I have ever used. I mean, it is the perfect size. It's got 2 compartments in it. You keep your cash in this side, unless you're poor. Then you don't. Then I don't know what you keep in this side.
Then you don't.
But if you're like me, you keep your cash in this side, and then in this side, you keep all your cards. Look at all the cards. Look at this.
Dang.
Look at this.
What are you doing with all
Look,
that?
you would not think that this would hold this. And I've had up to, thousands of dollars in this thing in the cash side. And it's got a magnetic button, and it's got this little pull handle on it where it's easy to get it out of your pocket, And so I've been using this thing, and I liked it so much. I told Chili, I said, I want you to call this feller down here at Night Shift Leather, and I want you to see if he is even able to make some of these for the people out there. And Chili, you called him, and he said, we said, how many can you make? And because this is hand made completely, he can't make a bunch of these in like a production line.
Well, no, man, you can't. No, you can't just start turning out thousands of them.
No.
Man, this is a unique, rare item.
So he said, I can make you 50 of them, but it's going to take a while. And sure enough, it took a little while.
But man, it seemed quick to me.
Well, yeah.
When you think about all the work that goes into that.
He definitely hunkered down and got after it without a doubt.
Yep.
But it ain't like you Amazon, where you just 2 days and you got what you need. It took it. He had to put some work into it. So we have 50 of these. Right here they are. They come in this really cool little sack right here. And pan it to Corn. Smell yours, Corn. Smell that.
Son.
Hey,
that's what's up.
Holy crow, man.
You smell that?
You know what that's like? That's like when you walk into the store that's got the all the cowboy boots.
Yeah, like Horsetown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's brings back memories right there.
Yeah.
And so look at here. We have 50 of these for you guys. It's got the 307 Project logo in one side of the leather. You got the same magnetic closure, the Night Shift Leather logo on the other side. And he's got, on this one, mine has black 550 cord. On this one, he's got camo 550 cord. You did that, right, Chili?
Yep.
You special requested that. That actually looks really good. And even the inside of them is stamped.
Oh, yeah.
See, the inside stamped right there.
Ain't the detail wild?
It is, man. It is.
It's crazy.
It's got a little sticker in there. So anyways, there's 50 of these on the website right now. And, man, if you appreciate handmade stuff and you want something that you can get that is truly handmade by a craftsman, and you want it with the 307 Project logo on it, well, this is where you can get it.
And or if you care about items made in the USA.
Yeah, these are made in Indiana. Everything.
Down to the stitching.
Everything.
Yep.
I I don't know. I've been really excited about these, man. They're just so well done, and it's so functional. So they're on there. Are they on there, Chili?
They're on there. They are live.
The link's in the comments.
All right. Well, if you want one,
Who did that?
go get you one.
You've been working?
Coco.
Did she?
It's legit, man. So I wanted to tell y'all about that because I've been excited about it. And then we're about to dig into this episode. This episode's brought to you by our partner at Drink HOIST. I'm gonna tell you what, man. Did you use your hoist this morning, CB?
Absolutely.
I guarantee you, Chili.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
I
Drank
guarantee
them pouches
you, son.
all day.
Yeah, I did.
drinkhoist.com. Let me go ahead and tell you right now. This is good stuff right here. Another product made in the USA. All right? No preservatives, no high fructose corn syrup. If you guys are out there getting after it, let me tell you right now, it's hot down here in Georgia right now. Right now is when you got to have a little something, a little bit of electrolytes, a little something to get in your darn body. Unless you're a fat, lazy turd and you just ain't never doing nothing, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, you need to get you some HOIST, man. It tastes great. It absorbs into your body really quick. It doesn't cause stomach distress. And I've used this stuff for years now. It's an amazing company with an amazing product and awesome people. IV level hydration at drinkhoist.com. They're big supporters of our U.S. military, and I just love the product. And I love the fact that they've been such an amazing partner here at 307 Project. So, HOIST, thank you for making this show possible. Again, drinkhoist.com. Chili, what the crap are you doing, man?
Well,
This is a stinking podcast, man.
You know what I'm checking? I'm checking how them wallets are doing. We already sold 3 of them.
I don't give a crap.
Well, I do. Brian in Texas bought the first wallet. How about that?
Well, thank you, Brian. You're going to like it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, you're going to like it.
We down to 47 already.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, it pissed me off you over there messing around on that phone.
Did it?
Yeah.
Great. Caesar's got his eyebrows up today.
But you know what, Bubba? That's all right.
It's okay?
It's all good,
Yeah.
Bubba. Whoa. It is all good, man. I'm cool with it. Hey,
What's wrong
man.
with you, man?
Nothing, man.
You're a little high strung.
Well, he's got an internal struggle going right now. He wants to be mad, but he knows he shouldn't be. So
struggle
Yeah,
with
he ain't got nothing to be mad at.
he's warring against the flesh, and he knows that he must decrease.
He wasn't ill this morning.
No.
Generally, he's ill of the morning, and he wasn't ill this morning.
I tried too. I tried this morning.
Yeah.
The struggle is getting more than you can bear.
Blake, you know me so well. Which Blake, I wanted to publicly ask you today for forgiveness, man. Just from you personally. You know what, man? It's been really weighing on my heart. And when you've been going through this season with your heart thing, your heart problem that you got going on, and I have not prayed with you not a single time about it, man. And it's been really weighing on my heart. And I want to ask for your forgiveness, man, because that is not, I have not done what I should do as your brother in Christ in supporting you and encouraging you and praying with you through the struggle that you've been experiencing. And it's really been bothering me, dude.
Well, I didn't feel that way, but if there was anything I forgive you, and then that I needed to forgive you for, I will always forgive you. And so you're welcome to pray with me anytime you want.
Thank you for that. Thank you for forgiving me because, it's just like sometimes I look at myself and I'm like, what the crap, man? You know, why do we fail just over and over and over again? Like, when you got someone around you that's struggling with something, you know, what's wrong with you, man? You can't take 5 minutes out of your day to just sit down, to just check in with them and then just pray with them and encourage them? What the crap is wrong with me, man?
Well, all of us, well, at least me, I could say the same thing for what you've been going through.
Well,
And it's all, you know, to me, it just goes down to selfishness, really, like you thinking about yourself too much. For me, you know.
yeah, I have not set a Christ-like example in how I've supported you through this struggle, man. And I just wanted to ask your forgiveness and thank you for forgiving me. And I'm gonna be conscious of it and make an effort to do better, not only for you but for all of my brothers moving forward as we go through whatever's next. So,
well, that's a worthy mission to be on.
yeah, man. I don't know. It's been heavy on me for a couple weeks now. But
thanks for sharing it and bringing it out. And you shouldn't let it weigh on you that long, anyways.
Well, and that being said, man, I'm gonna give a warning to all of you people out there in internet land. I'm gonna give y'all a warning real quick. All right. Now I'm giving you this warning because I love you. All right. There's a lot of you guys. There's a lot on the internet land that like to poke their nose into the business of other people that they think they know because they've seen them on the internet. And there's a lot of people that sit around and they wait for somebody that has some sort of presence online or some sort of influence online. They wait for them to stumble and to do something stupid or to screw something up. And then they just move in and they begin attacking that individual. And they don't even really, the people that are attacking the person, they weren't even there. They don't even know what the crap the circumstances were in the first place. But nonetheless, let me tell you right now, man, when you decide to start publicly debasing and attacking people who you don't know online during a time that maybe they stumbled or maybe they screwed something up, let me go ahead and tell you, man, you are setting yourself up for a fall. I'm just warning you. You are putting yourself at hazard, man. I see comments all the time of people asking me, what do you think about so-and-so? What do you think about so-and-so? What do you think? Somebody said this about so-and-so. First of all, I don't care. Second of all, whatever the situation was, I wasn't there. See, I'm rhyming now. I don't care. I wasn't there. And third of all, if that joker that you're talking about did screw something up, I feel bad for him. I don't want to attack him. And you know why I don't want to attack him? Because I am going to screw something up one of these days. It's coming, man. It's coming. I've went as far as to see, I've seen posts on social media where people are attacking other veterans who may have screwed something up or may have told a story that didn't fit with the context of how somebody else thought it happened. And I've seen people tag me in these posts that are attacking other veterans and say there's some good veterans out there. Chad's one of them. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not one. He's just like every other one that's screwing stuff up, that's making big mistakes, that's doing the best he can to take what he knows and what he's passionate about to make the world a better place in the best way that he can possibly do it. But let me tell you, man, it is a foolish endeavor to go and start kicking on somebody while they're down. And it's a foolish endeavor to be a person who wants to stick their nose into the mistakes or the drama or the backbiting or any of that crap that's going on. You are setting yourself up for a big fall. And you know the only difference between your fall and that person's fall who you're trying to attack on that's some sort of public figure? You're going to fall one day just as hard as you saw them fall. You're going to fall one day that hard. The only difference is the world's not going to know about yours because you don't have the balls to stand out like they did. You're just living your little private life. So you know nobody knows about your all of your mistakes. You know about them. A few people that know about them. But the world's not going to know about them because you don't have the balls. So I just wanted to warn you guys about that. Is there anything to add to that conversation, please?
I think it's jealousy.
Well, a lot of it is.
Somebody's sitting there, like you said, waiting. Well, they're waiting. They're looking what this person has or is getting. Maybe it's just attention. Maybe it is monetary things, money, house, whatever. And they feel they could do the same thing. And they're jealous that they're not because they ain't got the gonads to do it. So when someone slips up, whether they did or not, they're on them like wolves, son, like wolves. Mm-hmm. I think it's fed by a lot of jealousy.
I see it. Man.
There's a guy in the area where we used to deer hunt a lot on the Paulden Forest, young dude. I'm talking killing big bucks every year, posting YouTube videos, doing his thing. Do you think that boy does it normal by everybody else's standard, legal? No, everybody's talking, oh, he's got to be baiting these deer. He's got to, he ain't posted a video in 6 months, probably because he got caught hunting over corn on the WMA. That's all jealousy. That dude's killing way bigger deer than you're ever going to kill, and you're mad about it. Mm-hmm. And they littered just runt his YouTube channel with that. I think he quit because of it. Yeah,
he probably did.
Yeah,
he probably did. It's hard. It's hard for some people to endure.
Yeah,
for sure, man. Yeah, and yeah, it is. It's a really an unbelievable environment. The YouTube and social media, and it's just a crazy environment, man, where it opens up the door for people to say things that they would never say to a person's face.
Yeah, exactly.
But I wonder about these people. I'm like, what are you going to do if you run into this person one day?
Yeah, they're probably going to go the opposite way.
Yeah, I wonder about it. It's also astounding to me, man, of how many people I see attacking people for their past. Like, I see some huge influencers, like way bigger than me, like have way more reach and have done way more than I have done. they've literally dedicated their entire life, and I'm speaking about the veteran community, they've dedicated their entire life after military service to literally making the world a better place, making people better. And what people don't understand is most of those individuals who dedicate their entire life to making people better, first of all, the lessons that they have to share with other people to make them better, those lessons come from their mistakes, not their successes. So that would imply that that person who is doing everything that they can do to make the world a better place by sharing the lessons that they have learned through their failures, that implies that that person probably has a pretty ugly past. Like, that's almost a prerequisite. It's almost a prerequisite for you to be able to make someone else better. It's a prerequisite that you had to have been bad at one time. But at some point, you decided to change direction and to start doing things differently so that you didn't stay there your entire life.
Right.
It's like, how do people not understand this, man? I mean, it's just mind-boggling, dude.
What do you believe the said person that thinks they're outing someone for doing wrong? What do you think they get out of it? Do you think they type it on the keyboard and then
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Crack their knuckles and say, "Well, I did it."
I think this is separate from jealousy. I definitely think jealousy's maybe the number one thing. It's still there. It may be tied in with this. I don't know, but I think of it from a different angle of if you sit back and you, like, I don't think competition is a bad thing, right? A lot of people like to demonize it. I think it's a great thing. And, you know, if you're a business, you're competing against other businesses in your field, right? If you're line up at a race, you're competing against everybody else who's running that race. But I think a lot of people will sit back and just their value as a human, they're competing against every other human. And anybody that's reached some level of attention, so it's jealousy, but if they can fall, then they look better by comparison. Now, they don't, obviously. Like, that's ridiculous to think that. But I think that's the thought process is, look, if just one by one, if we can knock all these people off, then I'll look better.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that's irrational, but of course it is.
No, I worked with someone like that at one time for actually quite a spell. I worked with a gentleman who he would like on a daily basis, he would bring up a story and use someone's name to tell a story that made the other person look bad so that he could look better in that same environment.
Yeah.
So I have seen that. Yeah.
I think it's common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, I wanna also let you guys know that I have attacked people. I have been stupid in saying things about people that, one, shouldn't have been said, one, showed my own stupidity. But guess what? Like, I learned from it. I stopped doing it. You know how I learned? I looked at the people around me who I look up to, and I started thinking, how do they operate, man? Started watching them, like these people around me that are ultra successful, and I've been blessed enough to meet many, many, many of them. Like, you don't ever see them talking about nobody else, man. You don't never see them kicking on anybody when they're down. They just don't. They don't say anything about it, and they don't respond either when people attack them. And so I learned to change my freaking foolish, immature ways by looking at the people who I look up to, and then deciding, okay, yeah, I was an idiot. I'm going to straighten my freaking mess up, and I'm going to carry on in the proper manner, like a man.
So do you think these people that talk about people all the time, like, do you think they actually have an agenda behind it? Like, because I don't think you did, Chad. I don't think you were like, oh, I'm going to put this guy down so I'm built up, or I'm jealous of, I mean, at least I don't think you did, but I wonder if it's just not that there's just something about it that, like, feels good to,
It could be,
people.
yeah. I mean,
like,
a lot of it is just rooted in just a heart problem.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like it's really some master agenda, but it's like, well, maybe not even look better to you, but look better in my own mind.
Yeah.
It's like, man, this dude, yeah, he's all this, but look at this, what he's done, and he's this and he's that, and then you kind of think better of yourself even.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
almost
not
like you feel bad because this person's done all this and you hadn't, and then you beat them down a little bit and say, well, see, you ain't that
it may
bad.
just be for yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that it's some big agenda, but I think jealousy and that kind of whatever you want to call that is behind it.
When trying to get a step above somebody in the workplace, it happens, like you said, you was working with a guy, and I mean, it happens in all types of jobs and areas. The interesting thing you're saying, when someone comes at you and wants to talk about someone else and you don't bite on it, like you said, and you walk away, that person is generally offended. Even if they don't say, hey, I can't believe you're not talking to me about it. You can tell they sort of step back like, whoa, this joker ain't biting on what I'm baiting out here, and it's clearly obvious what I'm giving him's the truth. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I've noticed that quite a few times, whether I've seen it, someone do it to someone else, or to me. And I'm like you, I've done it before in the past too, 100%.
Well, you know the way to shut that down. I've done this before, and the people, they get uncomfortable. But when someone comes up to you and they start talking about someone else, if you know the person at all, if you'll just say, yeah, but so-and-so, they're pretty good at this, and you say something good about them, so it shuts them down. They're like, well, they'll either change the subject or they'll just stop talking. Yeah. So that's something you can use when you're around people that's doing that.
Yeah, they don't want to take your bait that he's a good person or she's a good person. They want to stick to the let's attack this dude and chop his head off.
And I'll say it is my opinion. Y'all may not feel this way. And there are exceptions to everything, so there's exceptions to this. But I generally think that people are doing the best that they can with what they have. Even if someone knows, like, you know, if someone's doing bad, whatever, like, obviously, again, there's the exceptions. But in general, I think, like, people that are doing these kind of things are because they weren't raised in the environment to know not to talk about people, to know that it's wrong. Now, once you have that information and you don't do something.
Well, yeah, that's the whole purpose I mentioned it here on the podcast. Like, is because maybe for some people, this just like might be like a holy crow moment. You know what I mean? So, yeah, no, I can see that in myself, Blake. Like, yeah, the many years that I spent as just a straight up freaking turd, I was doing the best I could do with the knowledge and the experience and the mentorship that I had or I had in that current environment. The mentorship that I had pertaining to that environment, I was doing the best that I could do with what I had as the person who I was that day. It wasn't like I was intentionally waking up and saying, I'm going to be a piece of crap today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
And that'll allow, if you're one of the people that maybe even know that's wrong, but, I mean, once you know it's wrong, you still might struggle. Like, if you've built that habit all your life, you got to be conscious of it. And some things people do will aggravate you, and that's not something you can't just change the way you think and think, all right, I'm going to start thinking everybody's just generally doing, trying and doing good. But
the point is not to think everybody's doing good. The point is to say, if you see someone stumble, is to like have the proper reaction. Be like, man, that sucks for them. Like,
well, generally, it's born out of not feeling very good about yourself. Is why you do it. I mean,
I can agree with that, and I can see that. That's been the case for me at times.
Yeah, I mean, because why would think about it? where would jealousy stem? Why would you need to be jealous of somebody? I mean, no one who's doing real well is that jealous of anybody else. Nobody who, and you may be in there, you can be doing well in different ways. I mean, it's not money, or like someone can be rich and be intensely jealous of other people, because that's not what I mean by doing well. But also just wanting to beat other people down because it makes you feel better about yourself. Well, if you need to feel better about yourself, you ain't doing too well.
Yeah.
Like, you don't think highly of yourself. You don't think well. You have low self-confidence. You're not. You feel like you gain something from someone else not doing well. Like, why would you gain something from somebody else doing something bad? That doesn't cover your sins. It doesn't make anything you did better. It just means you've done what you've done, they've done what they've done. But somehow, I think because of not feeling very good about yourself, it's like a comparison to the rest of the world. And hey, man, as long as, I mean, you see it in athletics. You see it with running. You see it with, like, if you've run maybe a certain, like, you feel good about some accomplishment you've done, whether it's a time at a race or you finished, a 250-mile race, well, then you stop wanting, I didn't use that example because this is you at all, but I'm saying, like, say you've done something you feel like, you ran across America, and then you see someone else do it and you think, dadgummit, man, I hope they don't finish. I hope they fail, because it's like, well, then I'm going to be bumped down. Yeah, then I'm going to be bumped down. Like, well, I did that, and, maybe this person did that a little better than I did. I don't like that. I mean, it's all just comparing to the rest of the world. And I think that's born out of not, however you want to say it, not feeling very good about yourself.
Yeah.
So once again, as most of these things, if you find yourself doing that, talking about other people and trying to jump on people and hoping they fail, if you decide you want to work on that, I'd probably start with working on how you feel about yourself, and how you work on how you feel about yourself is you make yourself better and die to yourself.
That principle is in the Bible. It's love your neighbor as yourself,
Lord,
right?
yeah.
And until you love yourself, you can't love other people. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's another one that here's another big one that you may agree or disagree with, but this is my opinion. It is not your job to hold other people accountable.
You're correct.
Especially online.
Yeah.
It is not your freaking job to hold other people accountable. Like, you probably have very few people in your life who you can say, okay, it's part of my responsibility to hold them accountable, right? Maybe like your kids, your best friend, people like that. But man, oh man, there's a lot of people out there who think it is their mission in life to hold people accountable. It's your job to hold your freaking self accountable, man. And I don't know, man. You can heed my warning or you cannot. Because here's the fact of the matter. It is a very small percentage of people who are going to live a successful life. And by success, I'm not defining success by how much money you've made. I mean just a life where you impact the people and the people around you and the environment that you're in a positive way. Very few people is that going to be their life. This is a huge part of living that type of successful life. This is a huge part of it. A lot of you guys aren't going to heed this advice. You're going to carry on. You're going to keep on the way you're doing. And I feel bad for you too, man. I really do. I genuinely do. Like, I don't hate you for it. I wish it could be different. And that's why I brought the topic up on the podcast. So,
That fan on corn.
Well, and it's, I'll say too, you know, I guarantee you people are sitting at home thinking, oh, he's doing this because of this guy, or he's doing this because of this story.
Oh, yeah.
No, man. It's constant.
It's constant, dude. It's constant.
Like, trust me, it ain't about who you think it's about.
It's like literally every month there's a new
every day
somebody online that's getting freaking blasted because they did something stupid.
Yeah.
Either in the past or in the present. And I'm just like, don't ask me about that, man, because I don't freaking care, dude.
It's literally constant. It's constant, and I mean, maybe this is just negative. I guess I can be pretty pessimistic, but it's not gonna change.
No, it's not. Is it? But if it changes for maybe one or two people who hear this conversation, and maybe it's some sort of wake up for them or reminder, because we all know this. I mean, come on, dude. This is like elementary school stuff. But maybe you just needed a reminder. And so if it helps, because this is such a huge part of your success as just a human being in general, if it helps one or two people, then it's worthy of having the conversation. Yeah, for sure. Oh, we're jumping right into some hard topics today, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Getting deep.
Dang, man.
It's gonna be big.
Good night. I don't know. That was something that was, two things that were really on my heart today. What did we title this? The calm before the storm.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I tell you what, I posted a video yesterday on YouTube talking about the calm before the storm and what you should be doing in the calm. Does anybody else feel like it's the calm before the storm?
Yeah, for about 2 years now. When you felt like it for that long, then you start going, well.
Well, you know, I'm probably just a paranoid redneck. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean.
So I want to hear from you guys. What are your predictions for coming up the end of this year around the election time? What's going to go down, man? Let's what do they call that? Like when you speculate. Mm-hmm. Let's speculate. All right. What are your predictions, man? Because it could be a number of things, but if you wanted to speculate, what would you say is going to happen in the coming months as this presidential election starts getting in full swing?
Hit them with it, cornbread. You know.
Man, I have not been paying now attention to current events.
Yeah, me neither.
It would not surprise me.
Well, we're talking about a future event, Corn. We're not talking about current events.
Current events that could lead up to speculation of possible future events.
Agreed.
Oh, nothing going on right now is going to lead up to future events. I mean,
I could see something wild and crazy. I could see China wanting to jump on Taiwan, and then all of a sudden we're in a mix there, and we got to cancel the election. This is about to be a big war, or something of that nature. Russia ramps up what's going on. What they're doing. Oh, this is about to be big. So we got to get in war with them both at the same time and say, all right, no election. Big Daddy Biden's got to stay in there and do his gig. I could see that going on. I don't really care.
Yeah.
You know what
I don't
mean?
either.
Another pandemic. Well, shoot, we just had one. That thing was pretty nice. They might as well do another one of those.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it. You know, I don't put it past none of them to do whatever they're going to do.
so, but Corn, it sounds like you're leaning more toward war.
Well, I say that. I say that, but I do believe I do believe we are building semiconductor plants.
Tell 'em.
And once we get that built,
Tell 'em.
then they're going to tell China, okay, Big Daddy, go get the little son back. We don't need Taiwan anyhow. We're currently building semiconductor plants. Just all of a sudden in the last few years, when this is ramping up, we start building semiconductor plants.
Now, what is that?
Well, now that's the first prediction you've just gave, and that I fully endorse.
Do you?
Yes.
What is a semiconductor
They're
plant?
semiconductors are in everything.
Yeah.
They're in your vehicles that are being made. They're in that computer. If China was to attack Taiwan right now, you could just about guarantee an automatic recession or a possible depression, because we have to have those semiconductors. Mm-hmm. We have to. With the way we're set up, with the way the world's set up right now. And the majority of all of those are built in Taiwan.
Oh, that's in all your cell phones and everything, right?
Yeah, man, they're in everything. They're probably even in your coffee pot. They're in everything.
Well, they're definitely in all of your new smart home appliances that will be used to make the grid on the social credit system.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
So we're building
Gotta have them.
semiconductor plants here now in the United States.
I didn't know that.
Well, yeah.
Where'd you get that word?
Oh, it's been going on for a couple of years now.
Okay.
Yeah. And I feel pretty confident just in my speculation, my level of speculation, that when we get those built, they're going to say, okay, do what you want with Taiwan. We don't need them. That's my thought.
Well,
And you think that could happen as soon as the end of this year?
Possibility. I don't know where they're at. I may be speaking out of line on the.
Well, that's
how
okay.
far-
We're speculating.
How far they are with completion
not this year.
of the semiconductor plants. I don't know.
Okay.
Like I said, I haven't been keeping up with much here in the last 6 months. I've been riding a bike.
Well, it seems like you're leaning heavily toward war.
That would be my go-to.
Okay. How about you, Chili? What's coming, man? Because it's right. We're in the calm before the storm now, man.
I generally don't like to make. Now, I will make a prediction now, but I generally don't like
I
to.
opened up the show for speculation. The listeners know that this is
But
speculation.
it's a fool's errand to make prediction and to speculate on these things. It really is. But the timing is what you know the least about. But I've got several. And even though this is a fool's errand, I'm a fool, so I'm going to play. You know, Blake don't talk much because he ain't a fool, but I am.
You know, a fool by as many words.
But I am. And so I got many predictions. So the election, everyone thinks it centers around the election. And sure. A lot is going to happen because of that. So what I think, let me just start with this. There will be an election this fall. Will it be contested? Well, Lord, yeah, because we've set that precedent now. Mm-hmm. It will. Of course it will be. There will be problems. But ultimately, all of the efforts that have been done last 4 years previous to that are all in vain. And there's nothing new that's going to be more in vain, that's going to make it less in vain to try to pursue any. Whatever they say the result is, that's the result.
Oh, yeah.
And you ain't going to do nothing about it.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it'll be free and fair. Don't think they ever have been. But, and a lot of people want to point to the counting machines now, and Bill Gates owns the vote counting machines and all this. I don't give a crap who owns them or who invented them. But yes, we'll have an election. I think we're going to come out of the rubble with Donald Trump being the next president. That is my prediction. I really do think that. And I think what's going to happen after that is all like the unrest in the Middle East, mainly around Israel, will get significantly calmer. There's never been a time where it was just puppies and rainbows there, but I believe it will be significantly calmer when Trump gets into office. And I believe Russia, from now till next year, will continue what they're doing in Ukraine, which in my opinion is putting on a show. They're not doing anything now.
Yeah.
They're not occupying. They're not doing anything. It's there to create the instability that it is causing. And also push back against NATO. But anyway, Ukraine will not join NATO, by the way. That's never going to happen. But what will happen is, Trump, he loves the Russians. he's going to get in there, make deals, if you want to say, with Russia. They will stop what this false bullcrap in Ukraine anyway, that they're not even really doing. That will only create one side to go, Trump's a freaking hero, son. He got Russia off of Ukraine, peace in the Middle East. What more do you want? I really do believe that. I believe the cabinet that Trump brings forth this time will have a few new players, along with the people who are in there regardless of administration, which we talked about the other day. And Kushner will be involved again. I think Kushner's a key figure. He'll be a much more key figure in the next 4 years, regardless of if Trump was president or not, but I believe he will be. And the Abraham Accords, the peace, the treaties in the Middle East that were signed under Trump's administration that got ignored, but a lot of people think Trump or Kushner should have won a Nobel Peace Prize for. Those will continue heavy because Kushner's heavily involved in Israel right now, but he's a little bit hamstrung. Well, in theory, he's hamstrung, but would be able to when Trump's back in office. But the other side will say, well, look, Trump Trump did all this, yeah, but he got all this peace in here. It's fake, man. It's not real. He's in cahoots with Russia. See, we've been telling you.
Yeah.
We've been telling you, man. He got, Russia's off Ukraine's back now. Y'all think that's great. So the left, if you will, is playing a game to where it's flip-flop between whether they want war or not. One day they do, one day they don't. And that's all based on who supposedly is pulling the strings. But ultimately, that's what's going to happen after. Now, however, what's also going to happen during this time, it's not all peace. China will take Taiwan. That will happen because that's, in my opinion, a deal that has been made.
Yeah, I agree.
That once we can make chips here,
yeah,
China can have Taiwan. That's the deal, I think. And if you had said who makes the deal, well, it ain't Biden and it ain't Trump. It's just the U.S. made the deal with China. That's a deal. So, but while that will actually still be peace, in my opinion, is because we're not going to retaliate. If we did, it would be fake. It'd be fake as the day is long. We would pretend to say, well, here's the slap on the wrist to China. We got to show, we ain't putting up with this, man. You can't just do that. But it would totally be allowed. I even think a deal with Iran could be made through who is allies, obviously, with Russia and China to a degree. So I think Kushner could be involved in that. Now, that would be slap wild. I mean, that would blow people's minds. But I actually think that could happen. But then what I think will happen during this time, because here's a lot of the deal, man. I don't think World War III is ever going to happen. I'm in that camp.
Yeah.
Because I think there's no utility in World War anymore. I believe the level of global cooperation has reached a point where it's not needed.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
I believe the U.S., China, Russia, everybody, Israel is all involved in enough communication. The UN is involved. Like, there's no what you would typically gain from a war would not be gained necessarily, and I think it will be through. But like everybody who thinks depopulation needs to, okay, well, I think the Earth will be significantly depopulated through other means. I think it will be through some of the most effective way to do it throughout history, which has been starving the public. So what this will allow, all that I said would bring countries more and more together, less war, more peace. Well, all that would allow is for countries to cooperate better in the public's eye. But what are they going to cooperate around? Well, it's going to be these systems like I talked about earlier, like the smart grid homes, the smart grid communities, no private ownership of cars. All of that's important, man. All of that can't be done. Like, if you think that agenda is being promoted, like a lot of people do, but you think we're about to go to war with these countries, how is that congruent? Those agendas, like the climate agenda, the CO2 emissions, by the way, they all go and speak in lockstep with each other at these big UN conventions and the World Economic Forum. They all talk in lockstep. If you don't think there's global cooperation, go listen to them at these conferences and these forums. They agree in lockstep, every single country on the planet, about what they want to do. Sustained development, sustained growth. We want to move forward in this direction with climate change and a certain level of CO2 emissions. Right? So all of that is in cooperation. So how that will be accomplished is through, I believe, biomedical tyranny and just, I don't know what you'd call it, controlling every aspect of your life. So, I mean, it's going to be smart homes, the social credits type system. So
Currency.
Yeah, currency. How currency is going to play in? Obviously, it would lead to a one world currency, like the Bible says. But that, yeah, I mean, I guess you could talk about that too. Make predictions about that. I mean,
just increases the control that you're.
I mean,
of.
You know, cryptocurrency is how, like, the people that say you're, you know, retarded, don't understand what cryptocurrency is. You just don't understand the blockchain. No, I mean, that's fine to say that. Maybe you're right. But what I think you don't understand is how the blockchain actually is controlled by governments. Like, the blockchain itself per se is not controlled. But see, what happens is Bitcoin was created, right? And everyone thinks
it's always it's existed since the foundations of the earth.
Well, apparently. But it was created by an individual. Supposedly. Well, okay, say it was an individual or the United States government or some other faction. Well, then it's owned, man. It's owned. You didn't create something and throw away the key, man. Like they pretend has happened, and you don't have some access to you. I'm telling you, man. Say it ain't Bitcoin. Well, whatever. It's going to be a cryptocurrency that uses the same technology that you glorify to accomplish this. It 100% will. 100%. Because honestly, if you look at the way the world exists without a huge change in everything, which may occur, cryptocurrency is the only way to have a one world currency. It's the only way. It's the only way. The way things are set up now, I mean, it's just the way it's, and that's why, you know, when Brexit happened and the EU kind of switched around and the euro and all that. Look, man, it ain't gonna be the freaking euro. It ain't gonna be the dollar. It ain't. You don't need cooperation. Like, none of that mattered. None of that was good steps in the right direction of moving away from a one world currency. It's all moving to, you know, digital money.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that will only ramp up. But I think partially why that will ramp up, if you want another prediction, is because two ways that what I'm saying will be accomplished. I mentioned biomedical tyranny and also locking people in their homes again that are created to be smart homes, moving people out of their homes, pricing people out of their homes and private ownership of anything.
Which is literally happening, has been.
Well, it has literally been happening, but you also have to set up the places for people to live. Now, see, that's the thing, man. That's not all set up. It's not yet. So look for that, man. Look for what's going to be, like, that has to be set up before you can actually be driven out of your home.
Do you think these big billion-dollar corporations that are building these humongous subdivisions for rental properties?
That's exactly what I think it is.
That's what I think that is. Yeah. And just like when the government was passing down the mandate for the employers, they can do those mandates for those big, humongous companies that say, hey, if your people's going to live right here, they got to do this. If you're going to do business with these people, you have to require this of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, those communities will have the homes built on the grid just perfectly, like it would have to be to really control and surveil it. But so part of what's going to drive you into those places is being priced out of where you're at now, but also, I mean, I truly believe, if you want to talk about a prediction I was wrong about, I don't think I was wrong about it yet. Can't say that. wrong about the timing because I thought this would have already happened. But it actually does fit a whole lot better once there's a lot of peace. There's not a lot of war going on, say next year or 2 years from now, but a staged alien invasion, if you will. Mm-hmm. I truly believe that. And I truly believe that why global cooperation and global peace will be in place when that happens is so the globe can
unite
against a true foreign adversary.
Yeah.
And what that will do is obviously drive people into their homes, increase control. And, yeah, I mean, we're talking about years and years down the road. I mean, not even just the next 4 years. So, like, another pandemic, absolutely. That's been said that that's going to happen. I mean, it's been said in more ways than this, but there's also literally Bill Gateses of the world and people going on the news saying, well, here's what we got to do for the next pandemic. Well, yeah, one's coming. I mean, first of all, one's coming whether they send it or not. They always happen. And they can all be utilized however they see fit. They ain't got to be what they say they are to be utilized. So whether it's released or not, and also all the talk about Wuhan and the bioweapon, well, the next pandemic, it ain't got to. You've already seen it. Don't matter what it is. It ain't even got to be real for it to be used as control. But don't discount the fact that bioweapons are real, whether they've been used in the last 4 years or used before that or ever going to be used. They are real, and can be used effectively to wipe out large portions of the public.
Oh, yeah.
And even target certain demographics. They certainly can. Certainly. So, you know, just saying, I mean, I'm not saying this so if a next pandemic happened, you'd be terrified out of your socks. People tried to get you to do that with this one. But I'm also not saying that just because the last one didn't turn out to be the way you thought it did or as deadly as they said it did, that the next one won't be deadly.
Yeah. Whether
it's a real one or not, you know, a natural one or a bioweapon. So that will certainly happen again. And why not? It's effective, man. It's extremely effective. It's extremely effective to do what it was obvious that they were trying to do, and it's obvious that they're trying to continue to do. So why not use it again, man? Like, if you think that won't be used again because, oh, well, you got us once, we won't fall for the next one. Okay. And you know, and if you don't, and by the way, with all this going back to Trump being in office, and you think, well, you know, Trump won't let that happen again. He let the first one happen. He pushed the first one. He pushed all that in your arm too. Mm-hmm. Why do you think he would stop it? That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
I think I think he's the perfect person to have in office to push that again.
Yeah. Yeah, in a lot of ways.
I think it would go over way better a year from now than it would right now. Anyway.
Dude, I was just thinking. I was thinking of how easy it was for them to get everyone to stay at home because of the global sickness. Imagine how easy it would be to get people to stay at home if they said the aliens were attacking.
And they've got people complacent about that. There's constantly stuff, I mean, on Instagram, Facebook, or what. Hey, that I seen one of the former newscasters of Channel 2, the day of the eclipse here in Rome, there was 2 strange objects in the sky, and nobody can identify what in the world they are. Don't know. And everybody's just like, yeah, don't know what that was. Ain't got a clue. Well, you better hope it don't drop 3 million tons of fentanyl over your city, because it's going to wipe you out, you know?
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, people are I believe Chili's right. Just one day there's going to be some aliens, you know, air quote, aliens, and everybody's going to be like, whoa.
Yeah, I mean, well,
Talk about shutting it down, boy.
Yeah.
and if you say, what do you think about aliens? And, well, here's the deal. A lot of people are also confused why the U.S. military has put out a lot about aliens, and there has been a lot of credible, or seemingly credible, military officials or just, military
Service members.
service members that have corroborated stories and given personal firsthand evidence and video footage of unexplained flying objects, right? Like, do UFOs exist? Well, sure. Are there unexplained things in the sky? Yeah. I mean, there's all kinds of people that think they've seen one. Well, yeah, if you've seen something in the sky that truly looked bizarre, it was a UFO. It may have been a bird, but to you, you didn't know what it was. That happens all the time. There's videos of things that seemingly defy physics. That crap's real, man. They're not making that up. Mm-hmm. So the question is, what is it? And that's what nobody can agree upon. I would lean heavily on it's technology that we know we have, or somebody knows we have, but other people don't.
Right.
Could it be something supernatural? Yeah, with how I think, that's certainly a possibility. Certainly. I don't know that it will be that, or if it will just be something that we have that you can't explain, so we can use against you.
Yeah, it's leveraged against you.
It's leveraged against you. Could be either one. That's the thing, man. If it's supernatural, something would have to be on this earth harnessing that and controlling it to a degree to even be used it against you, because if they weren't, it would be too unpredictable to be used. Mm-hmm. Still could be that, but the alien thing, people are also confused why the U.S. military puts all that out there. I mean, like Tucker Carlson and Fox News talking about it all the time. Why does nobody care? That's even what Tucker is asking, is why does nobody care? Well, they don't care because nobody's told them to care yet.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point.
Like, nobody has told you to care.
Yeah, as soon as somebody says, you better start worrying about this, son.
The U.S. government has declassified things and shown these things and not said a word about it. They ain't told you how to think about it yet. Once they tell you how to think about it, by gosh, I mean, that's all anybody's going to talk about.
Yeah.
But they could show a daggum alien. Like, Biden could walk out a daggum gray alien and hold it at his next press conference. But if he didn't tell you how to think about it, people would forget about it. Mm-hmm. But if then he told you, hey, y'all, I mean, this is bad.
This is a bad unit here.
It's about to,
this unit right here is big.
It's about to be big. Then shut her down. Look, man, we heard about coronavirus in February and January of 2020. And people were making fun of it on social media, showing people eating bats in soup and stuff.
Yeah.
And laughing. By God, when March came around and you were told to be scared, Bill, switch that flip.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
Y'all are missing one big thing. Y'all ain't thinking about the Freemasons and the new Grand Commander.
Yeah.
Well, Chili's got the book right there.
Yeah.
He's got the whole book.
See, y'all have talked about all this stuff, but you've left out the key.
The new Grand Commander. Is that the topping? Is that the guy that's on the top? The new Grand Commander?
Well,
look at 33rd degree, Chili.
Is he called the Grand Commander?
Well, look at the 33rd degree. Tell us what that.
Now, look, I don't know if we can be reading this on the podcast.
Right at the front. Right at the front.
Hold on. Where
There
is
he
it,
is.
Blake? That's Albert Pike.
That's the Grand
Is
Commander.
he the Grand Commander?
He's dead.
Well, he's only like 30 years old in that picture, right?
Right there. What's the 33rd degree?
What ain't on there?
The bottom.
That's 32nd.
See?
Master of the Royal Secret is 32.
Now we're going to start getting a lot of comments.
You might want to drive a different vehicle home this evening. You want to
Yeah,
drive my
man.
truck? You want to drive my truck, Chili?
Well, what's the 33rd degree?
That book's not even supposed to be seen.
I know it.
That book says, upon the death of the recipient, that book is to be returned. And look at him.
Oh, it does.
See? That's
Well, cornbread's the 30th degree.
Night Kadosh.
The Night Kadosh.
Not Kadosh. Hey,
I mean,
in case y'all was wondering.
if as far as
I'm gonna keep the camera off of you, Chili.
no.
While you got that.
Well, as
thing
far
out.
as my understanding was, if we were in the presence of a 30 degree or higher, I can read this book. I got approval from the Night Kadosh.
Not at this time. Not at this time.
I want to know what sort of person had enough time on their hands to think up the content of that book right there and then to write it all down and have it published.
And I'm sure that's not the only book. I think
no.
that one's just describes like how to ceremoniously present those certain people with their titles, right?
And I think maybe how they should live and operate.
But that's
Morals
not,
and dogma.
Whoa, you're not supposed to say the title on air, Bubba.
Sheesh, Chili.
That's way overstepped.
Ancient and accepted right, Southern jurisdiction. Morals and dogma.
Blake,
Scottish right.
Keep playing with fire. See if you don't get burnt.
Blake, I did not consider that we had left that piece out.
See, here y'all was just speculating all this bunch of stuff, and you didn't even think about that.
Good night. We are getting complacent, boys. We've had that there the whole time.
I mean, it practically tells you what's going to happen. So,
Well,
Yeah, unfortunately, we're the only ones that can read it. And you can't read it because you ain't got
Well,
it, son.
ain't that one of the things about the Freemasons? They're supposed to have some inside intel on
It's all in that book.
the end times.
It's all in that book. If you got a book like that, raise your hand in the chat room. If you got a book like that, yeah, nobody's raising their hand.
I read some stuff in there in the back, and it talked about John the Baptist being protected by the free. What?
yeah,
Yeah, me and Blake.
Oh,
that's what it said.
easy, buddy.
He's
Me
just
and Blake-
telling you what the book
me and
said.
Blake-
There's some
Man.
stuff that better be just left unknown to the public, man.
Blake read it. Yeah, that's
Night
right.
Kadosh.
Good night.
Well, what degree are you, Blake?
Charlotte Justice is in the chat.
Oh, yeah?
She's wanting to know what's going on with that thing, Chili.
Well,
She's a little concerned.
don't ask me.
Blake's in a different book.
Does anybody else have one of those books, Blake?
Nobody's.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Turds.
They all know somebody that's a Freemason. Lots of them.
Yeah,
do.
but they probably don't even have that book. You can't. If you're just a Freemason, you can't get a hold of that book. I mean,
But the Freemasons, they are some ride or die secret people.
yeah.
Like, I mean, how much speculation have we had on what they know? I know some people, they will not tell you what's going down. Mm-hmm. Like, for real. Everybody always says people don't snitch out in the streets. When I'd lock people up, son, that's the first thing they went to do. And you ask a Freemason, what's a Freemason? Good luck.
Yep.
You ain't getting it.
You
Bubba.
think it might just be because it's nothing?
I wouldn't dress up and all that stuff for nothing. It would have to be.
It would have to be. Some people got a lot of time on their hands.
It would
Bubba.
have to be big, son.
Some people got a lot of time on their hands, man.
Well, now, is this telling me what it is?
Oh yeah.
You need to read about John the Baptist in the back, Chili.
Well, I just want to know what degree Blake is.
We can't say it on air.
33.
Yeah, we can't say it on air, Bubba. Unfortunately.
Well, this was prepared for the Supreme Council of the 33rd degree. So who's got this?
I have that.
The great
Yeah.
commander.
I've got that.
Dad.
You can't even read that, Chili.
But I'm reading it.
No, you're not. You're seeing it, but you ain't reading it.
Well,
Can't comprehend.
You got to
that.
understand, to be able to read that, it has to be passed down to you.
it's in my hands.
Yeah, but you're seeing it, but you ain't understanding
I'm
it.
sitting here as a 13 degree Royal Arch of Solomon, and I'm reading the book, whether you like it or not.
You're not going to be able to retain any of that information once you close that book.
It's going to go in one and out the other, son.
Freaking screw you, Night Kadash.
30, boy.
Well, Blake, thank you for bringing that up. Thank you guys for, we got some gifts to open right here. I have no idea what is in this tote sack, but it has a cow tag on it that says Chad and Brooke. Somebody sent this to me. I also have some new beard oil here from Millstone Beard Oil, and also some soap right here, made from goat's milk.
Body soap.
Yep. This is going to be some good stuff right here. Let me. Oh, that smells good right there, son.
That beard oil does smell good.
Man, that does smell good.
What's that supposed to do for you?
It just moistens you up.
Moisten.
When you're feeling dry.
It'll give you some moisture.
Now, could you put it in your hair?
Well, you probably wouldn't want to.
No.
Yeah, it's beard oil. Now what I'm gonna put some at my beard later this evening. STD likes to chew on my beard, so I'm gonna put some of that in my beard and see if it keeps him off my beard.
Yeah, that's a strange goat.
Yeah, he loves to chew on my beard, so we're gonna see how that does right there. This is again handmade from a couple of good American folks. Where are they out of? We got to open up these gift bags too. I got to see where the Millstone store. They got a website, themillstonestore.com. I got to see what's in these tote sacks right here.
Well,
What'd you get, Chili?
I don't know.
I tell you what, I better have some stinking gold in this. If there ain't no gold in this, it ain't gonna turn out too good.
Look, I love how this is all wrapped up. I'm almost afraid to open it.
Chili, what do you got? A bunch of letters in there?
Yeah, I like it. I'm afraid to open this on the airwaves.
Now, this is how you title a letter to me, Chili.
Whoa, Cornelius Esquire the Third. Damn.
Good night.
Show it to the camera.
Told you. Cornelius Esquire the Third.
Dang, son. Holy crow. I got some silver in here.
Whoa, doubloons.
I got some.
Now I sure
got
hope
tape on it.
that the individuals that send this and all these other things are okay with us opening this on the airwaves.
Well, look,
But-
if you send something here, it's going to get opened on the airwaves. I mean,
All right,
I've got.
we've put out the warning.
Wow, this is cool right here, man. I've got 1 troy ounce of fine silver from the great state of Texas. It's got a cannon on it. Come and take it. Man, that's pretty cool right there. I'm going to add that to my coin collection. I got another coin right here with a Bible verse on the back of it, Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you, be strong and of good courage, and do not be afraid nor be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. That's pretty cool, man. Me and Chili, we like coins.
I love coins,
Oh, I've got a note right here, too.
numismatics.
I got a note right here, too. I'll have to read that after a while. What else did you guys get?
Well, I want to
These
read this letter as well.
Lupine, Texas blue bonnet.
I got
seeds.
some of those, too. Yep, I got some of those, too. Brooke will like that. Plant that up. Now, okay, this one says open last. I'm hoping this is full of gold. It's pretty heavy. It does potentially have some gold in it. I have another letter here. What else do we have? This has got to be coins in this. Good night.
Whoa.
I got a bag full of silver, dude. Look at this. Look at all this, dude.
Whoa, I got doubloons.
Holy crow, man. This is all Texas silver, man.
Oh, man. Dude,
Wow.
you know how much I love coins?
Wow. These are mint.
Yeah.
These are mint, dude. I got like 10 pounds of silver right here.
10 pounds.
Let's see. Now there's things wrapped in these notes, Chili.
Fine silver. I know. I'm trying to read the notes. I really like
you
them.
can't. You got to read the note after a
Appreciate
while, Chili. You can't. You got to read the note after your. I got a Battle of the Alamo
Look, I got some of these annuals. as
silver
well.
right here. Let's see what else I got in here.
I love coins.
Do y'all have an open last box?
No.
Oh, turds.
That's only for the Grand Commander.
You guys are turds, man.
Grandmaster.
Is it?
I just wanted to correct you. I'm trying to figure out what degree you are.
I have another piece of silver here wrapped
Whoa!
in a note.
I do too. I love doubloons, man.
Don't mess with Texas. Dang, that's nice right there, buddy.
Look at that. Come and take it.
I got one of those too. It's got the cannon on it.
Yep.
Do y'all have one with a guy wrestling a bull to the ground?
Yeah, I got one of those.
No, I got a. This one's a longhorn, full-bodied longhorn.
I got one of those too. Yeah.
Blue bonnet.
Yeah, I got that. Did you get
Yep,
that?
I got one of those. Yep.
Did you get one of all of them?
What you got?
Oh yeah, I got a whole. I've got so much
got
silver over here,
The
man.
Alamo.
Oh yeah, I got that.
No, we don't.
I guarantee you, I got it. I just opened one just a second ago, and I said that's the
Quit
Alamo.
opening them. Leave them sealed, man.
What, you took them out of the...
No. My Alamo one was wrapped.
Some of
in
that
a
is
letter.
Brooks too. So
Yeah,
quit
that's
acting
a
like
good
it's all
point.
yours.
That's a good point. All right, are y'all ready for me to open this one? Look, you can't read the letter right now. Read the letter when we're done.
Whoa, son, you got that?
Holy crow, that's an Indian head.
You ain't got that, do you?
I really don't think I have that
Let me
one.
see.
You know how much I love coins, man?
Oh, I know you do.
I
I know
re-
you do.
I don't-
Especially silver.
I don't have
That's
that
what I
one.
was looking for.
Dude, I'm going to have to trade you for that Indian head.
Well, I doubt it.
But I may have one in here. Are y'all
You
ready
might.
for this? This says open last on it.
I love a doubloon.
Let's see what's in here.
Swear I do.
I have another note here. Now, we're getting to some good stuff now, boys. We're getting to the gold.
Oh, man. Look at him.
Dude, I have sitting before me a box of gold collector set. All right?
Are they coins? I like coins. Oh, crap, they're coins. Dad bum.
Nice.
Hold up, brother.
Oh, dad bum.
You have never in your life seen anything like this. This is probably
That's
like
making me sweat.
this is hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of gold right here.
Well, Chad.
But I've got a Buffalo gold. I've got a Liberty Bell gold. I've got a Don't Tread on Me gold. I've got an American Eagle flying with a cannon in his talons gold. I've got an eagle, osprey with a fish in his. No, never mind. He doesn't have a fish.
Oh.
I have an eagle flying with a gold.
Eagle flying with gold?
I have an Olympic torch gold.
Dad bum.
I have a Lady Liberty gold. This is a collector set. I have a coin with all of the wars on it gold. All the different wars. Korean War, Mexican-American War, Civil War.
You need a hand over there holding that?
I have a Capital gold.
Dude.
This ain't good, though.
Why?
The all-seeing eye.
Whoa.
Oh.
It was the last one.
What you gonna do with that?
The all-seeing eye.
I just read about what that means in that book.
In the Mason book.
Yeah, I ain't gonna tell you. Come shake my hand, I'll tell you.
Man. Wow.
That's amazing.
Hold on. I think.
Do you have the complete set now?
Oh, I have the whole set, dude.
Oh man.
Hold on, dude. I think one of these coins.
That'll make me sweat.
I think one of these has Donald Trump on it.
What?
Yeah. Let me look. You guys didn't even get any gold.
Well,
No, I don't. Never mind. Well, actually, I think this is Donald Trump.
The all-seeing eye?
No. Look at this.
that's one and the same.
Look at this guy on this coin. Tell me if this doesn't look like Donald Trump in an old school hat.
Oh, that's Trump.
That's Donald Trump.
That's 2023 Donald Trump. That's him.
Yeah. So
No question about it.
all of these
Whoa.
have the great commander Donald Trump in an old school Revolutionary War hat.
Wait, that's the front of all of them?
Yeah, he's storming into battle. Yeah. Holy crow, dude. Well, boys, we don't have to do the podcast anymore.
Well,
I'm all set.
you don't.
I'm all set. This will be the last time you guys will see me on the 3 of 7 podcast. Because one of my friends out there finally heeded my request, stop being a turd, a selfish, greedy turd, and sent me a box of gold. It's about time.
Well, all kidding aside, thank you. I love coins.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
so
this
much.
is a really nice coin collection I have
And
here.
these
Who did it come
these
from?
flowers here. These seeds. I like this.
Corn. Don't worry about who it came from, Bubba.
They don't put their names on things when
Oh,
they
they
sit.
didn't?
It just came from a friend.
No, it
Well,
didn't come.
it's very clear that it come from someone in Texas.
In Texas. It came from Texas, yeah.
I saw that, but was there a name on the box? We need to say it if there was.
There's a guy on here commenting a lot as we open these, and his name is somewhere in Texas. I don't know if it was him or not.
Well, I have a feeling that's probably who it might have been. But let me tell you, man, what a gift. What a gift.
No name.
I mean,
No name, just Texas.
I can't wait to read the letters.
Oh, he said no, not me.
it's not
guy.
somewhere in
Well,
Texas.
if not you, then you greedy turd. Send us any gold or silver. Just watch the podcast all the time. Don't even send us anything. What a turd.
I mean, Chad will get that way.
Well, is it time to go through the super chats here?
But yeah.
Yeah, this is the last time I'll be on the podcast. It's going to take me a while to go to run out of gold, so might be a few years.
We got Chili Jr. coming in at $4.99. He said, Dad, we're out of Fruity Pebbles, so can you pick some up on the way back since you didn't get me anything for my birthday last week?
What in the world?
That's rough.
Chili, you need to start doing a better job, Bubba.
Yeah, take him to the water park or something. We
Take
got
him
Marty
to the- I'll
Bingham.
take him to the shed.
We got Marty Bingham coming in at $19.99.
Dang, Marty.
He said, y'all tell me the truth. Can Chad take a little roasting, or would I run the risk of walking 28 hours at the rock course if I poke him?
Yeah, Marty, you might want to be careful when you're at the rock course, Bubba, because
I'd aggravate him, Marty.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you, me and old Daddy Chili, we like to hike. And we like to hike
I love to hike.
a lot. We like to hike. See, you're going to like hiking, Marty, at the rock course. You're going to like it for the first little bit. But, see, Marty, there's going to come a time where you're going to all of a sudden determine that you don't like hiking anymore. And when that happens to you, see, me and Daddy Chili, we're still going to like hiking.
Don't let that scare you, Marty. Go on ahead and give it to him.
And and your situation could deteriorate very quickly. That's what I got to tell to you, Marty.
You'll be fine, Marty. Go
It
ahead.
could. You might be surprised.
Yeah, you might be surprised.
Eric Logan coming in at $20. He said, still here.
I'm glad you're here, Eric. Thank you for your support, man. Outstanding.
Eric Woodward coming in at $4.99. 3 of 7 has changed my life for the better. Found the Lord running ultras and 8 months sober. God bless.
Praise the Lord, man. Wow. That's huge, man. Dang. Love hearing that.
Steel Valor. coming in at $2. No message.
Thank you, Steel Valor.
Thank you, buddy.
James Wright coming in at $1.99.
Uh-oh, Chili.
Chili's a deep sea fishing turd. Mark Stoddard coming in at $9.99. Seen you all grow in your faith, wisdom, knowledge in the last year. God bless you at 3 of 7. Hopefully see you Sunday night.
Thank you, Mark. Yeah, and
Thank you.
I'm glad you've seen us grow, man. It's been fun sharing the journey with you guys.
All Things Dude coming in at $9.99. Said, Blake, this is off subject, but why did you get out of law enforcement? Because I was making about $13 an hour and couldn't afford to live. So I went into construction.
Pretty good reason.
Davis Weingar coming in at $99.99.
Good.
Good gosh!
No message.
Davis.
Well, now who reacts like that?
No message.
You said Davis?
Thank you, Davis. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, one thing. Wow.
Diego De Luna coming in at $49.99.
Good
son.
night.
He said, "Sup, brothers."
There you
What's
go.
up,
Going
Diego?
on, Diego?
There you go.
Good to see you again, Bubba.
Brett Childers coming in at $99.99.
Good night.
You tried, didn't you? Couldn't
You
even
about
get
to
it
give
out.
yourself a hernia, man.
Well, Brett, what's Brett, man?
He said, I got a hundo on Chili beating Chad at arm wrestling live on YouTube. Love you guys. Keep
Again.
speaking the truth.
Again.
Well,
Again.
Yeah, that's already happened. Twice.
would you like to do it again?
Nah, I got too much gold on my desk.
Well, my desk is clear.
Well, I mean,
Brett, hey, it's $100. You told me you've been studying up on it.
yeah.
See if all that YouTube video is going to teach you how to beat this. You see that right there?
Well, look, man.
Look, if you ain't got that, don't arm wrestle me.
I didn't eat enough today, man. I only arm wrestle when my belly's full.
All right.
All right. Maybe I'll get you next week.
Okay.
Today I'm feeling way too peaceful, man. Brett, don't come up in here giving a freaking $100 trying to bust up my peace, man. You see me on here trying to be a peaceful person. You come in here, think that you can give me $100 to get me all riled up and to get me in the fighting mood, dude. Who do you think I am, man? You go eat a sandy ribeye on the side of a daggone wood-washed paper mill river somewhere, Brett.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Who do you think I am, man? I'm trying to be peaceful here. Coming in here trying to pay me money to do violent things. You know what happens. You know what happens.
Yeah.
We got
I'd beat the fire out
All
of him in arm
Things
wrestling.
Dude coming in at $4.99. Before speaking, run what you're going to do. Before speaking, run what you're going to say through the Socrates filter. Is it true? Is it good? And is it useful? 9 out of 10 after that, you won't speak.
Yeah, you're right. It's a good word. All things dude, right?
Yeah. The Fat Shack coming in at $5.
The Fat Shack.
Thankful for this podcast. Love you guys. God bless.
We love you too, man.
Clock and Floor coming in at $4.99.
There he is. There he is.
Yep.
Expensive decoy super chat. See you in the June ROP. Chad in another gear training lately. Gonna be rough, and I'm here for it.
Roger that. Clock
All
and
right,
floor.
clock and floor.
Jacob Maloney coming in at 99 cents.
Thank you.
No
Jacob.
message.
There we
Jacob.
go. 99
Z
cents.
Farner coming in at $5. What?
Keep talking, Blake.
If you turn the sound off, it looks like Chili is singing about Bud Light and Chevy trucks.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That was when you was speculating.
Tell you what, that fella that gave 99 cents, he better be glad he didn't ask a stinking question. Yeah, that's the best thing. That's the best thing for you. If you're going to give 99 cents, you better keep your mouth shut. Because you know what? If you're gonna give 99 cents, you might as well walk up to me and slap me in the freaking face, man. Just walk up to me and slap me in the face. If you're gonna give me 99 cents.
It's got a good light on
Screw you, man.
Oh my God.
Gatekeeper PVVQ coming in $1.99, getting me a row house, working for the company.
it. Oh yeah.
There you
There
go.
you go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Gatekeeper.
Jacob Maloney coming in at $19.99. What size shirt do you guys wear?
Well,
Starting a little art side gig, and I would like to send you guys some. Tuning in from Lafayette, Georgia, Walmart. Thanks for preaching the gospel.
There you go.
Thank you, Jacob. Now that's the guy that you just completely lamb blasted for
Yeah, you
Gave
see?
him $1.
giving $1.
I know he gave 99 cents, and you know what? He came back in and gave a reasonable amount.
God, you are a
So you see what happened. Some people need to hear the truth.
What size shirt do you wear?
Extra large.
Chili?
We all wear extra large.
2X.
Somewhere in Texas coming in at $10. Love all you guys. More new shirt designs, please. Carry on. Love me some chili and cornbread.
Well, I talked to Chili this morning. He's got a good one coming. He hasn't showed it to me yet. He hasn't unveiled it to me. It was my idea, but he's been working on it. So it's coming. Hurry up and get that
Well,
done.
new shirt design coming. I ain't working on it, but it's coming.
Yeah. Hurry up and get that done, Coco. What the crap are you doing all day, Coco? Sitting around twiddling your thumbs?
Making chili eggs.
Yeah. Get to work.
Going to the bank. Running errands.
The bank.
Travis Van S coming in at $4.99. Love you guys. You keep encouraging me to continue my own podcast, Running Through My Veins podcast.
Heck yeah, Travis.
Thank you, Travis.
Yeah, man.
Keep it going.
Stay with it.
Little Virgil coming in at $1.99 with a little animated thing that says work for it.
There you go.
I said LV.
I'll do it.
Best wisdom on the whole podcast right there coming from LV as usual.
You want gold? Work for it.
Yeah.
We got Muscled Up Runner Greer coming in at $9.99.
There you is.
Got to own the day. Great podcast. God bless and love y'all. Romans 6:14. Proud of you, cornbread.
Thank you, Steve.
brother.
God bless you too,
Thank you.
man. Thank you.
Muscled up runner.
We got Bearded Red Double Alt coming in at $10.
There he is.
Mainstay.
Imagine looking to another man to be your savior. Let's remember, Trump banned bump stocks and went right along with COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Politicians are not our savior. Love the podcast. Stay present. God
Thank you.
bless.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Thank you, man.
James Wright coming in at $1.99. Would the gold pay Fort a 2-day fishing trip?
That's a pipe dream,
I
man.
could buy a whole boat with the gold.
You don't
I got.
ever spend gold on a pipe dream.
Yeah, that's a good point, cornbread.
Well, look, and this hadn't been said, but I want to go fishing. I do. If I had my druthers. However, it's a pipe dream.
Yep.
That's a good point, Chili.
That's why
It
I'm
is
not.
a pipe dream.
It ain't because I don't want to.
We got Glades Dan coming in at $1.99. Thank y'all.
1.99.
Yeah.
Glades Dan, thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
We got Phil Dog 111 coming in at $27.99 Canadian. Said corn is looking slim. An absolute unit.
He really is.
Yep.
He's a terrible unit. The mudback turtle himself. The mudback tortoise himself.
We got Dylan Pounds coming in at $4.99. Y'all are great and love the podcast and videos. Please keep them up. They motivate a lot.
Thank you, Dylan. Thank you for tuning in, man.
Now, are you ready for your response here, Chad?
Dude, I respond however I want to, man.
We got Garrick _11 coming in at $307.
Whoa.
Good night.
Sorry, I have no
Wow.
gold. Love you all, Nuff Said.
Okay.
Wow.
Now,
That's getting wild.
Wow.
Garrick, I mean,
Dang, Eric. I'm speechless, man. Speechless. That means a lot. Thank you, brother.
We got 808 Gib coming in at $31.60. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you for your support.
We got Matt Bellantoni coming in at $9.99 for the project.
Thank you, Matt.
We got Jacob Maloney coming in at 99 cents.
Jacob Maloney, you need to go bury your head in the sand, dude.
But that's totaling up to $21.97.
I do not accept change. You know what? When I go to the store, let me tell you, when I go to the store and I buy something and they give me change, I just throw it in the garbage. I don't accept change.
Well, that's just silly.
I do.
No,
I accept it.
Don't throw it away. Put it in a coffee cup.
No.
I'll take it from you.
I am
Next
not
time I
doing
see
that,
you.
buddy. It is not worth
Let
my
me sift
time.
through it.
It is not worth my time to tote that change around and put it in a coffee cup.
Chili is a dang silver goblin, man. Give him the quarters. Let him go through them.
He'll sort that stuff like a Memphis trick.
He'll beat a turtle too. If y'all want to see Chili beating a turtle like a Memphis trick, you need to go join Patreon. It's the wildest thing you ever seen in your life.
I'm appalled at that statement.
These guys want to slap off the rails here, guys.
We got Chickweed YGD coming in at $19.99.
Dang, chickweed.
We got Clock and Floor
Appreciate
coming
that,
in at 99 cents.
I'll tell you what, we're about to shut this down. We're about to shut this down. Clock and Floor, you said you're coming out of the rock course, man. You might want to watch it, buddy.
We got Max Knuckles coming in at $20 even, no change.
Thank you.
Lindsay
Thank you for
Webb
being reasonable.
coming in at $10. Grateful for y'all.
Thank you, Lindsay Webb.
Bearded Red Double Alt coming in at $2. Said it won't give me 99 cents, but here's your slap.
No, I like $2, Bearded Red. You made me happy. Thank you.
Gatekeeper PVVQ coming in at $4.99. Sent y'all some stuff a while back. Did you get my shirt?
I don't know, Gatekeeper. I just get what these guys give me. So if Gatekeeper sent me a shirt, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I better get it. If you guys are withholding stuff from me, there's probably other people sending me gold and stuff. If you're withholding it and I find out about it,
See,
it's not going to be good.
Well, this was a while back.
No, I ain't firing nobody. I'm just telling you, it ain't going to be good.
Well, this was a while back, Caesar. Who knows what?
easy, Caesar.
We didn't have an organized system like we do now.
Well,
we got Social Apostate coming in at $20. All those coins are just Coca-Cola trying to stop you boys from reading ingredients on live.
There you go.
Coca-Cola might have sent us those. That's true because there's no name on the thing.
Jacob Maloney coming in at 99 cents.
Are y'all really trying to tick me off today, man? I started the show off telling you that these two dweebs sitting across from me were trying to tick me off, and now you are trying to tick me off. Look, man, I come on here and I do this podcast every week for you, man. I try to tell you the things that I'm learning in my life, and you want to come up in here and give me 99 cents? Guys, I'm just warning you. I'm warning you.
Chris Baker coming in at $19.99.
There we go.
How can we like-minded people unite before the storm in our country?
Chris Baker, you better just focus on building relationships within your community. That's the best thing we can do.
Travis Van S coming in at $1.99 said, I thought you liked coins, Chad.
Thank you, Travis. I do. I like coins if they're gold or silver. Don't like any other coin.
Clock and Floor, $9.99. Ain't going to be a ROP. You retired today.
Oh, no.
No, there's a rock.
Oh, yeah. Don't you worry, clock and floor. Lord willing.
And the last one right now is Little Virgil. He's coming in at 99 cents.
I figured he would do that.
I love him.
That's something Little Virgil would do. Just put the icing on the cake. Y'all just were bound and determined to ruin my day. Thank you, Little Virgil. You know what, Little Virgil? Me and you gonna run into me and you gonna run into each other one day. And what are you gonna do then? Give me 99 cents? I don't think you'll be doing that.
He just sent another 99 cents.
What did he say?
Nothing. The first one's
He's
an
just doing
animated
it.
diamond.
I love
He's just doing it to ruin my day, man. Why would y'all do that to me, man?
Zach Kirshner coming in at $4.99.
Crap, Zach.
He said, "See y'all next week. Looking forward to another challenge."
Mm-hmm. Me
If
too. Miss you, Zach.
Chad runs into Little Virgil on the street, he might beat him like a Memphis trick.
Wow.
All of y'all gave 99 cents today. You better just heed my warning. That's all I got to say. Enough said.